Hi all and welcome to the fifth and the last quarterfinal of season 3. Today we'll get to know our complete lineup for the semi-finals. Exciting times ahead. Let's meet with our today's participants. First up is a seasoned participant. He was part of the first season, he was part of the second season, and now he's joining us for the third season. Welcome Yogesh.
Hi, good evening. Hi.
So Yogesh is from Chennai and he is an avid quizzer. So Yogesh, we have seen an interesting trend in this season that the past participants have emerged as winners. So what do you think about your today's chances?
Um, I'm not guessing it. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, keeping it short and sweet, just like Chennai's favorite cricketer. Yeah. Okay. So Yogesh is the first contestant. Next up is Saurabh Navare from Mumbai. So Saurabh works in an IT company. The first series that he saw was Ashes, and he follows all sorts of cricket at every stage, be it domestic or international or any league. Is that true, Saurabh? Do you actually manage to follow all the cricket that's going on because there's so much of cricket?
Exactly. These days it is getting tougher because so many leagues are going on at the same time. So I try to manage that by checking scores, all of course, but I hardly get to see every match on, let's say, live. But I manage to record of the live scores or everything.
That's wonderful. And you also follow women's cricket, right?
Yeah, recently we have joined another group uh, dedicated for supporting women's cricket, which is Buckethead Cult.
Wow,
So we are enthusiastic for that also.
nice. And all the best for today's quiz. Let's see how it goes for you.
Yeah, thank you, Omkar. Nice to be here.
Pleasure to host you. Next up is an international contestant. He's joining us from Gabon, Africa. He's a quizzing enthusiast and he loves cricket. He supports Indian team and Kolkata Knight Riders. So Saurav, or I'll call you SS because we have two Saurav here. So SS, how
Yeah.
has it been supporting Kolkata all these years?
It was good until 2014. After that, it has been okay. But I think this year things looks better. I hope that we have a good season.
Yeah, and how did your cricketing journey start, or which teams do you follow? Which
So I
tournament was the first that you saw?
so I don't know. I mean, others are quite young. So I started, I think, with the '96 World Cup, and I think till 2011 I was watching regularly. After that, I have been following Indian cricket mostly. IPL I follow, and the World Cup. So uh, I have a keen
Same.
interest in quizzing, and because of that, I came across your channel and really excited to be here today.
So all the best for the quiz, Saurav, or SS.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
The final participant of today's quiz is Jasdeep Singh Sahani. Jasdeep is associate manager in a consulting firm. He does not watch cricket, but he breathes it. And his favorite cricketers are Yuvraj Singh, Virat Kohli, and Jasprit Bumrah. So, Jasdeep, how are you enjoying this era of Indian cricket?
It was all good till 18th of November 23. And then that black day happened where we are still recovering from the loss.
Of
And
course.
then to add on the pinch to the salt, we just saw what happened 3-4 days back. So excited to see what we come out tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully we win it 4-1 or 3-1 against England.
Hopefully. And so, since when did you start watching cricket?
So I've started watching cricket since 98, 99, but what comes to my sense when I've started actually where started playing and understanding was early 2000s, this is 2001, and again 2003 World Cup was the first World Cup as a kid which I watched at an age of 8 years, and then that all drama of Ricky Ponting's bat has spring etc. was a rumor, and so yeah, those are the fond memories from those days. So yeah, that's how the journey has been.
Wonderful. So we have a great mix of contestants today. Let's see who seals his spot in our semi-finals. So let's start with the quiz. So the format remains same as out of the previous 4 quarterfinals. 16 questions divided in 2 phases. First 12 will be direct questions, 10 points for each correct answer, no negatives. You can opt for a risky double, but you have to inform me prior to answering the question. For risky double, you will get plus 20 and minus 5 if you get it wrong. You can only take it when it's your direct question. Last 4 questions will be a buzzer round. I'll explain it in detail when we reach that round. So for now, let's start with the quiz. This will be the order, and the first question of the quiz will be for Yogesh. So Yogesh, your question is Flavin Aponso remains the oldest batsman to make a half century in the World Cup. He was aged 43 years, 121 days when he scored 58 against Pakistan in Lahore in March 1996. Which country did he play for? So you're talking about Flavin Aponso, who made this World Cup record. He played against Pakistan in 1996 World Cup. You have to tell me which country did he represent?
I'm not opting for a risky double, but I'm taking guess it was South Africa.
Okay, good that you did not opt for risky double because South Africa is not the correct answer. Question passes to Saurabh.
Will there be any negative marking if I give the answer now?
No, for this round there is no negative marking.
Okay. So my guess is New Zealand.
No, not New Zealand. Question passes to SS.
Is it UAE?
Good guess. It's not UAE. Question passes to Jasdeep.
Is it Zimbabwe?
No, not Zimbabwe. Okay, so we have gone through the first round. So what I'll do is I'll share a hint and then we'll start again with Yogesh. So I mean, all of you are on the almost the right track, and it's just about eliminating the nations. We have already eliminated 4 names. So one hint that I'll share is that this country also played in the 2023 World Cup. Okay, so Yogesh, you can start this round whenever you are ready.
Is it Sri Lanka?
Good guess, but not Sri Lanka. Question passes to Saurabh.
Oponso, नाम भी कुछ familiar नहीं लग रहा. इतना वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड है तभी भी. I'll guess Netherlands.
Yes, it is Netherlands. So that's why I said good guess for Yogesh is because Flavin Aponso is Sri Lanka born, but he played in a rebel tour, so he was banned by Sri Lanka. He then moved to Netherlands and then represented Netherlands in the 1996 World Cup. And he was the oldest batsman to score.
Oh,
yeah.
Hard luck, Saurabh.
So Saurabh gets 5 points for this because this was answered in the second round. And since Saurabh got this answer correct, next question is for SS. So SS, this is the list of most 5-wicket hauls in an ODI innings. You just have to tell me whose name is blanked out at the first position. So this person has taken 13 5-wicket hauls. Second place is Muttiah Muralidharan. Next up are Mitchell Starc, Brett Lee, and Shahid Afridi. You have to tell me who is number 1 on this list.
I want to take a risky double, but not too sure. Okay, I'll not take a risky double. Direct, I'll answer. Is it Wasim Akram?
Okay. Good. You did not opt for risky double because Wasim Akram is not the right answer. Question passes to Jasdeep.
Is it Shane Warne?
No, not Shane Warne. Question passes to Yogesh.
Most 5 wickets in an innings. It means it test or like.
This is ODIs. This
ODIs.
is an ODI.
Is it Glenn McGrath?
No, not Glenn McGrath. Saurabh, you have the opportunity to take a final guess at it.
I'll say Waqar Younis.
That is indeed the correct answer. It is Waqar Younis. SS was very close with Wasim Akram, but yeah, it wasn't Wasim Akram. Akram played before 89, I guess.
Yeah, and the number of matches also much higher than 290.
Yeah, it was much higher.
I randomly guessed it just because of the period. It said 1989 to 2003. That's what.
Yeah, it is indeed Waqar Younis, who has taken 13 5-wicket hauls in ODI, and he leads the list. So Saurav gets 5 more points for this. So again, next question will be for SS. You have another opportunity to take 10 points of this. So this is a quote. He is like an app. He keeps updating every 6 months. That's what he has done throughout his career. Monty Panesar made this quote about a bowler. Interestingly, Panesar had dismissed him twice in the first test that they played together. You have to guess who is this person that he is talking about.
So they played together means like against or in clarity?
Panesar dismissed him twice, so it has to be against.
Correct. Is it R. Ashwin?
Yes. What was the giveaway for you?
The app part, I think. It was a guess mode.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, it has to be R. Ashwin who keeps updating himself, and he's also a YouTuber. So yeah, it is indeed R. Ashwin about whom Monty Panesar made that quote, and that gives SS 10 points. So since SS got 10 points of this, next question of this round is for Jasdeep. Jasdeep, this is your question. What happened in this test for the first and the only time in Test cricket? Okay, so I have attached a match summary. The match summary is between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka won by an innings and 137 runs. You can see the player of the match. You can see the player of the match from Bangladesh side. Dates and other relevant details are mentioned. You have to tell me what happened in this test for the first and the only time in Test cricket.
This score of palindromes, which is 5555, was the first time and the only time that any team has declared at such number like this.
Good guess, but no, that's not the answer. Yogesh?
Yeah. I pass it. Yeah. No guesses.
Okay, no worries. Question passes to Saurabh.
I do not know the age of Ashraful, but I'm just guessing. Youngest one or the age criteria for winning the player of the match series, player of the match award?
No. Question passes to SS.
Is it the first and the only time two players from opposite teams have got man of the match? Ashraful got it
No,
because.
that's quite common. Yeah, no,
Okay.
that's not the answer that I'm looking for. Okay, so I'll share a hint and we'll start again with Jasdeep. Okay, so the answer is not present in the scorecard. You won't get it in the graphic. The graphic is just for the match reference to help you. The hint I would like to share is it has something to do with a mode of a dismissal. Okay, so there are many ways of getting out, and a unique mode of dismissal occurred in this test match. So I think that hint should help. So we'll start with Jasdeep whenever you are ready.
This is the only time this has happened in the Test cricket history.
Yeah.
I'm just giving it a guess again. Was it man-catted for the first time and the only time in Test cricket?
No, it actually started in Test cricket itself, right? By Vinu Mankad. So it can't be that. Okay. Question passes to Yogesh.
Is it the first time that a player of the match got out in a hit wicket? I mean, as in hit wicket. A player of the
No,
match
not hit.
getting out.
No. Question passes to Saurabh.
I do not know the answer. Rather, I'm unable to guess also.
Fine. Let's see what SS has for us.
Is it the only time that someone has been adjudicated out double hitting the ball?
No. Yeah, so we're quite close to your answer, but not quite. It is retired out. So Marwan Adapatu and Mahela Jayawardene became the batters to be retired out. They called them back after scoring their double century and 155 for Jayawardene, if I recall correctly. So they were retired out, and it has never been repeated in Test cricket. But we have seen similar instances in T20 cricket now. But retire out remains a unique instance from this test. Okay, no worries. No one got points from this question.
I was about to go to handling the ball, but that happened with Steve Waugh, I guess, right? With Harbhajan Singh.
Yeah.
And then obstruction the field happens against Inzamam, I think. So the
Yes.
only thing I remembered was
Actually, no.
why do all these things
Retire out
happen
is
with
the only thing that has never been repeated. Okay.
Sri Lanka happens with
So
time out and now retire out.
So since this went unanswered, we'll start again with Jasdeep. This is the fifth question. It's a long question. X faced financial hardships growing up in a family of 5. His breakthrough came in the 2021 IPL auction when he was bought for 1.2 crores. However, his success was tempered by a personal tragedy, his brother's suicide. Despite challenges, X shone in the IPL, taking 14 wickets. Unfortunately, his joy was short-lived as his father succumbed to COVID-19. Undeterred, X's dedication propelled him to debut for India. You have to tell me who is X. So you're talking about a player. I have mentioned many details about him. You have to guess who this player is. And if you know the answer, you can take a risky double. Yeah.
Is it Ravi Bishnoi?
No, not Ravi Bishnoi. Question passes to Yogesh.
Chetan Sarkaria.
Yes, it is Chetan Sakaria. Wonderful answer from Yogesh. Sakaria faced many hardships and then eventually made his debut for India. So, wonderful answer from Yogesh. Yogesh gets 10 points for this. And the last question of the first round is for Saurabh. Saurabh, your question is, until 2015, the record for the highest 6-wicket partnership in ODIs belonged to an Asian duo. They rescued their team from 72 for 5, taking it to 290 for 6. This was the only time that these two batted together in an ODI game, although they had a memorable World Cup final. Okay.
They have played a memorable World Cup final,
Yes.
and this is an Asian duo. So I'm just guessing it must be from Sri Lanka
Okay.
or Pakistan. I do not see
Yes,
that
I'm
from
looking for
India.
2 names from you.
Okay.
Read the question carefully.
6th-wicket partnership. UV and MS?
No, it's not UVNMS because the question says that these two batted together in an ODI only one time. So that can't be UVNMS. Question passes to
I
SS.
missed it. Correct.
Is it Sachin and Dhoni?
No, not Sachin and Dhoni. Question passes to Jasdeep.
So when you mentioned they had a memorable World Cup final, is that specifically to across any World Cup it could be?
No. ODI World Cup. We are talking about the ODI format.
And no, specifically in 2015, is that the case?
No. It can be any World Cup.
It could be any World Cup.
The record was taken away from them in 2015. Before 2015, they had the record. So it can be any World Cup before 2015.
Oh, okay. I thought like this was in a World Cup. They had a memorable World Cup final.
So Omkar, when you say they had a memorable World Cup final, does that means both, the two players that are in the question played brilliantly in that particular World Cup final, or is this related with the team only? Because they played
No,
together in that team.
they had a memorable World Cup final. So personally, it was an achievement for them.
I can again guess only, but is it Tilkaratne Dilshan and Thisara Pereira, maybe?
No. Question passes to Yogesh.
Is it Robin Singh and Ajay Jadeja?
No, not Robin Singh and Ajay Jadeja. Okay, fine. So actually, Saurabh got one part correct. MS Dhoni is indeed one part of the answer. So now I'll give you 5 points for MS Dhoni, and we now need to find out the second name. So the second name is actually Sri Lankan. Okay, that is the hint that I would give, and we can start again with Saurabh.
So
one name is MS
played
Dhoni. We are looking for the second. Yeah.
Another name is Sri Lankan.
Yes. Welcome to CricQuiz with Omkar.
So that ODI must be Asia 11 or rest of the world 11 or anything like that. So it is World Cup final. So it must be.
This question is for whom now?
Saurabh.
Jayawardene. I will say Jayawardene.
Yes, it is Mahela Jayawardene. MS Dhoni and Mahela Jayawardene put together a record partnership.
Fantastic question, yes.
That is the
Great,
Afro-Asian
great
one,
Yes.
question.
right?
Which match this was? I'm eager to know
Yeah.
which match this was.
This was the
That
African
Tsunami
would
Cup.
be
Appeal
great.
games. Yeah, these
Oh,
were
Tsunami.
Asia 11 versus Africa 11. So playing for
Dhoni
Asia
scored
11,
100.
MS Dhoni.
Dhoni scored some 100, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Dhoni batted till the end, and Jayawardene got out. And this was the
Great,
only time
great
that they batted
question.
together in ODIs.
This match
So
held in
with
closed doors in Chepak. Actually, it was held in Chennai only,
okay,
and
nice.
in closed doors. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, close was
okay,
why?
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Because of
I'm not aware of the reason, but they didn't open it completely. Yeah, you can see the
oh
empty
such
stands over there.
so sad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, we have come to the end of the first round. At the end of the first round, let's take a look at the scores. So Yogesh got Chetan Sakare correct, and with that, he's on 10 points. Saurabh got Netherlands correct, then he got Vakariunis correct, and then he got both Jayawardene and Dhoni when it came to his turn. So 5-5, and 5 plus 3 for the last one, 8. So 18 points. Saurabh is on 18 points. SS got R Ashwin correct, and he's also on 10 points. Jasdeep is yet to open his account. So we have Saurabh on 18, and Yogesh and SS on 10 each, and Jasdeep is yet to open his account. For now, we'll go to the audience question, and after that, we'll reverse the order and we'll start with the second round. So this is the audience question. The first Indian to achieve this was Sunil Gavaskar against Pakistan in 1983. Virendra Sehwag repeated the feat in 2008 against Sri Lanka. In 2011, Rahul Dravid achieved it versus England, who followed suit in 2015 against Sri Lanka. Okay, so if you're watching this, type your answer in comments. Don't answer in the live chat. Go into the comments and drop in your answers. The first to give the correct answer will get a shout out from me in the next episode. So this is the audience question. And the last episode answer was first ball wicket for Nathan Lyon, and the first correct answer was given by Nishad Varkante, who was part of our first episode in season 3. So well done, guys. Do keep answering and do share your answers. Well done. So with that, let's reverse the order and start with the second round. So now Jasdeep will be first, SS will be second, Saurabh will be third, and Yogesh will be last. So let's start the second round with Jasdeep. Jasdeep, this is your question. Richard Stokes is a famous name in quizzing circles for the 2 test matches that he watched from the stands. At the age of 10, his father took him to watch an Ashes test at Old Trafford. After 43 years, he was in India and watched another test match as a traveling businessman. What unique distinction does Richard Stokes have?
What would you mean by distinction in this particular case?
So this is a famous feat that is attached with his name. Okay, that is something, the unique distinction that he had, only he had.
Is he the father of Ben Stokes? Maybe that's the only thing I can guess at that right now.
Well, that would be a unique distinction, but then I would not have given you all the information. No, that he's not the father of Richard Stokes. Question passes to SS.
Has he watched the two tied test matches? Is he the one who has watched the two tied test matches? Which were
Good
ever...
guess, but no. He was not the guy who watched both the tight test matches. Question passes to Saurabh.
I pass. I do not know.
Okay, question passes to Yogesh.
I'm having a guess. It is something has to do with Jim Laker's 10 wicket haul and Anil Kumble's 10 wicket haul. He watched it both.
Yes. SS was very close. But as I said, first tie test was between Australia and West Indies, so it can't be an Ashes test.
Correct.
But yeah, other test was in. But yeah, Richard Stokes was the person who saw both 10 wicket hauls, and of course, Ajaz Patel has now taken the third. But at that time, there were only 2. So incredible answer from Yogesh. He gets 10 for this. Yeah, very good crack and a very good trivia. I mean, what a lucky guy, he saw both the 10 wicket hauls happening. Richard Stokes. Yes. So next question, we go back to Jasdeep. In 2019, X went berserk as he smashed 210. Okay, I'll just adjust. Yeah. As he smashed 210 of just 76 balls in the Adam Stanford Cricket for Life T20 tournament at the Carib Lumber Ballpark at St. Martin. He opened the innings with Dwayne Smith against Mad Dogs, a team from USA. In 164 tests that he played, the batsman scored 11,867 runs at an average of 51 with 30 centuries. You have to tell me who is X. So basically, in 2019, he scored 210 in a T20 game. You have to guess who the batsman was. And to help you, I have also given you his career stats that he has played 164 tests. He has scored 30 centuries at an average of 51. You have to name who the batsman was. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Jasdeep.
I'll take a random guess. Will it be Sir Alistair Cook?
No, it's not Alistair Cook.
Is it Graham Smith?
No, it's not Graham Smith who celebrates his birthday today. Question passes to Saurabh.
No, pass.
Okay, question passes to Yogesh.
It's Chandrapal.
Yes, it is Shivnarayan Chandrapal. Of course, Carib Lumber and St. Martin's, and Dwayne Smith was his opening partner, so had to be West Indian. And a distinctive record of Shivnarayan Chandrapal. 30 centuries, average of 51 in 164 tests. Yes, so a very good answer from Yogesh. It is indeed Chandrapal. And since Yogesh answered this one, Jasdeep has another chance to take 10 points. 6-match test series is a rarity in international cricket. The last such series was played between West Indies and England in 1998. However, it was initially scheduled to be a 5-match series. You have to tell me what caused it to be a 6-match series. So I'm looking for a particular event that made it a 6-match series.
Was it something
Any
related
memories,
to the?
any hints? Yeah, go on.
Was it something related to the ground, the stadium that they were playing in, and they couldn't play the match because of certain conditions?
Can you be more specific?
That's what I can come around. The pitch was not prepared or ready for the match to be played due to the weather conditions. Is what, like, was it snow covered, something like that? Like, I would say a weather condition didn't let the match
Okay.
happen because the ground was entirely covered in snow, something like that.
Okay, good guess, but no. Question passes to Saur SS.
Was it to accommodate someone's 100th match or something?
No, what a very imaginative guess, but no, it isn't. Question passes to Saurabh.
Because of, let's say, natural calamity or something like that.
No, not natural calamity. Question passes to Yogesh.
Maybe it's something curtain raiser for the upcoming World Cup, for the 1999 World Cup, which was to be held in England.
Sorry, I didn't get your answer.
Since 1999 World Cup held in England, this match was supposed to be something called some curtain raiser or some kind of an advertisement for the event. I'm thinking on that lines.
No, nothing to do with the 99 World Cup. Okay, so I'll share a hint and we'll start with Jasdeep once again. So Jasdeep, actually, among all the guesses, your guess was the closest to the answer. So think logically as to what could be the reasons of making a 5-match series into a 6-match series. And one hint that I would like to share is something similar had happened in Delhi in between India-Sri Lanka game around 2011, 2010, 2011. Something similar happened in Delhi in an India-Sri Lanka game. So something similar happened in that series, and because of that, it was made into a 6-match test series.
The pitch was found dangerous. The same thing which happened with Ishant Sharma bowling and the ball bouncing up and down. So the same thing in that particular case.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah. So the pitch was dangerous in Sabina Park, Jamaica. The match was abandoned, and it was abandoned after playing 15 or 20 overs. And so to accommodate that, they added another test to the series, making it a 6-match test series.
Damn, I was thinking
So,
the
yes.
venue was in England. So if I had,
Yeah, but
just
the
guessed in
question says West Indies, England, no? So it has to be in West
Still is
Indies.
England, it was saying.
yeah, I had this guess in mind. But still.
Yes. So you can see the pitch there. It's shining like a mirror. It was a very dangerous pitch. So they abandoned the match after England had lost 3 wickets. and so the test match was extended. Yes. So Jasdeep gets 5 points for this, and since Jasdeep got points for this, next question is for SS. SS Shan Masood, Pakistan's test captain, made the following statement: "There should be a countrywide search right now from the Dash government. We need the best of detectives to get that back." Short, simple quote. What was he referring to? Any guesses? Any hints do you have in
Um,
mind? Any names?
I think he made recently. From the which government? This is, I think. Is it from the Australian government? And best of to get what back? Somebody hit a six to get that ball back or something. I don't know.
Is that
Australian
your final
government.
answer?
Yeah.
Okay. No, not to get the ball back. Question passes to Saurav.
Bats or kits were stolen or lost or anything like that.
No. I'm looking for a specific answer. Question passes to Yogesh.
Is it the answer? I mean, is the government has to be New Zealand?
Okay.
And
I don't need the blank. I just need what was he referring to.
okay. No, a Dash government in the sense it refers to a country's government, right? So that would be the answer.
No. The answer that I'm looking for is a specific answer. It does not have to do with that blank.
Okay. And there was some controversy. I mean, I remember I think it has to do something with the New Zealand. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like their team holy book was stolen, something like that.
No, not Holy Book. Jasdeep, we have a
So
chance
this
to take
was
10 pointers from this.
yeah, I can't take a risky double, right?
No, sadly.
So this is David Warner's baggy green cap before his last test match.
Oh.
Perfect answer. Yeah, it is indeed Australian government, and the stolen object was David Warner's baggy green, and that is why Shan Masood said that we need to put our best at it. Brilliant answer, Jasdeep. Yeah, well done. Great, correct. It is indeed David Warner's baggy green. So let's move on. Next question is for SS. SSX landed in India just a day before his IPL debut, as he was a last-minute signing. He scored a duck but had a debut to remember. He ended up bowling the super over and won the match for his team. However, he had a short-lived stint for his nation, but he has revived his international career by qualifying for USA. Who is X? So, a certain cricketer who landed in India just a day before his IPL debut, and he had a memorable debut as he bowled a super over and won the match for his team. He didn't play a lot for his international. He didn't play a lot of international cricket for his nation, but he has revived his career by qualifying for USA. Who is X?
No idea. I pass.
Okay, question passes to Saurabh.
I was thinking of Unmukt Chand, but I do not see he had bowled a super over, so that is not the option. So, who it must be? Short-lived international career. Super over. I feel let's not waste the time because Yogesh knows the answer, so let's pass on to him.
I'm not sure of it.
Let's see. Yogesh?
Is it Ali Khan?
No, not Ali Khan.
Okay, then.
Question passes to Jasdeep.
So what do you mean by he has revised his international career by qualifying for USA? So
he played
as a
for another
player,
nation,
what,
and
like,
now, he is, as player.
so as a player, he is now with USA.
Yeah.
pass. I would not want to reach the line. We'll wait for the hint. Maybe.
Okay, so we have done the full circle. Yeah, I think we have summed up the clues really well. So I'll just explain the question in more detail. So of course he's an IPL player, last minute signing. So he was in as a replacement player. He scored a duck but had a debut, remember, because he bowled a super over. Okay, so he's a bowler, and then he had a short-lived stint for his nation. So his short-lived stint for his nation was for South Africa. He played for South Africa, but he didn't had a long career there. So now he's playing for USA. Is that enough for anyone, or should I add more hints? If all of you want more hints, I'll add more hints. Should I add more hints, or anyone knows the answer?
Yeah, you can add.
Yeah.
Okay, if all agree, I can add more hints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he also had a peculiar nickname. He's a fast bowler from South Africa who is currently playing for USA. He had a peculiar nickname. We may not know by his original name, but he had a peculiar nickname. And he played for Deccan Chargers and Kings 11 Punjab. These are the two teams that at least I remember that he played for. Okay, so South African cricketer. Should I add more? I guess that should be enough.
No.
Okay,
I think
so we'll start with SS. Jasdeep will have to wait for three others. No, it's not Wayne Parnell. Question passes to Saurabh.
I hope Yogesh doesn't answer.
Deccan Chargers is a nice clue because they short-lived in the IPL only for 2 to 3 years. नहीं ज़्यादा खेले थे.
हाँ 3-4 years, no? 4 years, I think. 2012.
11.
African bowler. Deccan Chargers.
It's now Saurabh, then Yogesh, then Jasdeep. Yes, Saurabh, any guesses?
No, pass.
Okay, question passes to Yogesh.
Is it Andrew Hall? Not sure.
No, not Andrew Hall. Let's see if Jasdeep gets this one or not.
Is it the Wonder Kid Rusty Theron or a Juan Theron?
Yep. That's a perfect answer. It is indeed Juan Theron, known as Rusty Theron. Yes.
Somehow remember for him being called as the Indian version of Rajat Bhatia, because he used to bowl those light like.
No, but I think he had good pace, no? He wasn't that slow.
Yeah, but like he used to bowl
He
too
was
small.
famous for the cutters, leg cutters.
Yeah, famous for the cutters and.
Yeah, I supported Deccan Chargers in those days, so I was very happy with whatever he did. But
I was thinking of Lonuobe Sotsobe.
Oh, that was Mumbai Indians.
Oh, but he isn't playing for USA. Theron is now playing for USA.
Yes, correct. That's why I
didn't know this. The hint with Deccan Chargers made me think on that game.
Yeah, exactly.
I still don't know that he's playing with USA.
Okay, so let's move to the last question of the direct round. After that, we'll start the buzzer round. So since Jasdeep got 5 on this, next question is for SS. It's a long question and there are a fair bit of clues. Read it and apply some logic. I think you should get the answer. Meher Mohammad Khalil was a team bus driver for Pakistan Football Federation for a bilateral match. He was then hired by the PCB for a series. Later, he moved to Morocco, then South Africa in 2010, but returned to Pakistan in 2012 after a couple of false starts. Meher began working as a bus driver again. However, in 2017, the PCB called him not as a driver but as one of the chief guests for the historic PSL final. What was the reason behind this generosity?
Okay. What is the negative for a risky double?
-5.
Okay, I'll take a risky double. I'm guessing that maybe he was the driver of the bus during the time that terrorist attack happened on the convoy for the Sri Lankan team.
Yes, brilliant answer. Yeah, indeed. He was the one who drove the bus carrying the Sri Lankan team during the terrorist attack. Well done. What helped you getting to the answer?
There's the timelines. I think the bus driver part, I was just thinking where could the bus driver be involved and could be felicitated. So guessed it, but got lucky.
Yes.
But
So first
needed those
risky
points.
double of this
Yeah.
round and the last question, and yeah, you got 20 points for this. So we are well placed after the second round. Let's take a look at scores. What a round this was. It was so yeah, Yogesh was on 10 at the end of the first round. Then he got Laker and Kumble connection correct, and he also got Shivnar and Chandrapal correct. With that, he got 20 more points. He's currently on 30. Saurabh was on 18. In this round, he took many hits, but yeah, swing and miss. So he remains on 18. SS was on 10 points after the first round, and then he got the risky double correct, and he got 20 points of that. So he's on 30 points. Yeah. So Jasdeep was yet to open his account after the first round, but he then got the test match abandoned correct for 5 points. He then got David Warner's cap correct, and then he got Justy Theron correct. So he got 10, 5, and 5. So he's on 20 points. So it's close contest while we move into the buzzer round. Currently, Yogesh and SS are tied at 30 points each. Jasdeep is on 20 and Saurabh is on 18. So yeah, anyone can go ahead and win the match because in buzzer round you have plus 15 for the correct answer, minus 10 for the wrong answer. So I'll start reading the question. As soon as you know the answer, type A in the private chat. I'll come directly to you. You have 10 seconds to give the answer. If you don't, I'll move on and you'll get negative 10 points. If no one presses the buzzer or those who don't press the buzzer will get to answer it in the normal time with 10 points for the correct answer and no negatives. Okay, the order will be decided by me. So I'll reset the order now. Okay, so let's start the buzzer round. We still don't know who is going to win this episode. So let's see what happens in the buzzer round. Here's the first question. Scored 82 and 78 not out in his team's winning cause. In his next test in the same city 9 years later, he struck 242 not out and 37 on a different ground. This time his team won by 201 runs. Identify the player. Okay, so this is the question. No one has pressed the buzzer yet. I'll keep the buzzer open for 10 more seconds. Otherwise, we'll move in the normal time. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So I'll close the buzzer and in the normal time, we'll start with Yogesh. So Yogesh, do you have a guess? Read the question carefully. I think
Yeah.
there's a hint that you can pick up.
And in the next test in the same city 9 years later. Is it Vishwanath, Gundappa Vishwanath?
No, not Gundaba Vishwanath. The question passes to Saurabh.
Someone from Australia, I feel.
Okay.
That guy must have played for 1975, 1973, 9 years later. That means, nahi, 4, 5. 1975. So 1975, he also there. And at that time, he played 242. 1975. No, pass.
Okay. SS?
Is it Greg Chappell?
No, not Greg Chappell. Question passes to Jasdeep, who has the last bite at this.
Was it Gordon Greenwich?
No, not Gordon Greenwich. So I'll close this question. But you are very close to the answer. So yeah, this is just for free. So one of the things that is mentioned in the question is that his next test in the same city 9 years later, but on a different ground. So which city would have two grounds that two test venues in one city? And if anyone can connect the dots, if you want to take a guess, free guess.
Is it London Lords and Oval? I thought. So,
No, no, no.
I was
Way
thinking
closer to.
Wankhede and Brabant.
Yeah, it is Wankhede and Brabant.
Ajit
So
Wadekar.
yeah, the answer is actually Clive
Clive
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Okay.
So Clive
I thought
Lloyd
Clive
played in
Lloyd
the
would be
first
too
ever
old
test at
to-
Wankhede. The
Okay,
first test
66.
ever test at Wankhede was played between India and West Indies, and Clive Lloyd scored 242 not out in that, which is the second highest score now at Wankhede, and he used to be the highest score for a long time until I think Virat Kohli surpassed it. So it is Clive Lloyd. No worries, no one gets points from this one. Next buzzer question is this. X holds the record for the best bowling figures on T20I debut for India. 4 for 10 versus Zimbabwe in Harare. He had earlier practiced boxing at the famous Bhiwani Boxing Club, whose founder gave India the Olympic medalist Vijender Singh. But then he enrolled for a pace bowling trial and switched to cricket. Who is X? Okay, I think no one has pressed the buzzer yet. So I'll keep the buzzer open for 10 more seconds. Otherwise, we'll start this round with Saurabh. Best bowling figures on T20I debut. Okay, yeah. So buzzer closes. Let's another normal time question. Saurabh, you can start with your guess.
T20I debut for India versus Zimbabwe.
Best bowling figures also practice boxing at the Bhiwani Boxing Club.
Pace bowler.
Any guesses, Saurabh?
I'm guessing it must be a bowler from second lineup and not the front lineup because it was tour of Zimbabwe. So
Okay.
I'm just confused between someone like Parvinder Ravana or Roger Stuart Binney or anything. So I'm just guessing
Okay.
with
One name?
Mohit Sharma. I'm guessing Mohit
Mohit
Sharma.
No. Question passes to SS.
I think Mohit Sharma is closer to the region. I don't know, but I want to say Harshal Patel, but I don't think so. Maybe Deepak Chahar?
No, not Deepak Chahar. Question passes to Jasdeep.
Praveen Kumar.
Not Praveen Kumar. Although I think he was related to boxing in some ways. Yeah. Question passes to Yogesh.
I'm going with Joginder Sharma.
No, not Joginder Sharma. Good guess as well, but the answer is the tall, lanky bowler
Barinder
Sran.
Saran, yes.
Barinder Sran.
I was looking at that era only, 2015 to 2016.
Very tough. Huh?
Barinder Saran, yes.
Yeah, I think today's set has been quite tough one. Okay, fine. Let's hopefully we'll crack the final two questions. Next question for the buzzer round is this. Oh, but before that, okay. So if you're watching this video, please drop a like. On the last video, we had very few likes, so please like our work. Do drop down your comments, suggestions, trivia, facts. Please comment and do share this video with others. You can challenge your cricket friends with these questions. So feel free to share this video and do subscribe to the channel. Many of you who are watching this video have not subscribed to the channel. If you feel we are adding value to your cricket coverage and cricket knowledge, do subscribe to the channel. Okay. So with that being done, we have last 2 questions remaining of the buzzer question. Buzzer round. Here is the penultimate question. What ODI milestone is being described here? Okay. So it's a list of batters and a certain milestone that they have achieved. The number of times that they have achieved this milestone in ODIs. What ODI milestone are we describing here? Okay. So I'll keep the buzzer open for 10 more seconds. Otherwise, we'll start this round with SS. If anyone wants to take a guess. Okay. So Fakar Zaman, Shubman Gill. Yeah, Yogesh, you have an answer?
Topping the calendar. Highest run getter in a calendar.
No, not highest run getter in a calendar year. Okay, so I'll keep the buzzer open for 5 more seconds. And we close. And we'll start with SS. SS.
So, is this the fastest to reach like 1,000, 2,000, then 3,000, 4,000 ODI runs, then Babar, K runs?
Yeah, it is exactly that. It is fastest to multiples of 1K, 2K, 18K. So Fakar is the fastest to 1000K runs. Gill is the fastest to 2000K runs. Amla has done it 4 times. Kohli has done it 6 times. It should be 1 for Shubman Gill. Mistaken written 2, but Sachin Tendulkar 5, Kohli 6. So yeah, well done, SS. You get 10 points for this, since this was answered in the normal time. And the final question of the buzzer round is coming up. The similarity between X and Brian Lara went beyond their style and mannerisms. After their first 12 tests, the number of runs scored and their average were exactly the same, and both crossed the 50-run marks 8 times in this phase. Who shares this remarkable coincidence with Lara? Yogesh has pressed the buzzer first. Yogesh?
Tawfiq Umar.
No, not Tawfiq Umar. Jasdeep?
Again, nothing is left, but I thought I might give it a try.
Yeah?
Vinod Kambli?
No, not Vinod Kambli. I'll give 5 more seconds if Saurabh or SS want to attempt it. Yeah, we'll close. And so since SS had the last chance to give the direct answer, I'll go to Saurabh this time. And then SS. Saurabh, do you want to take a hit?
Random guess. Langer?
No, not Langer. Last chance for SS to close this quiz.
Darren Bravo?
Perfect. It is Darren Bravo, who's not only copied Lara's style, but he is also related to Brian Lara. Well done. Yeah, it is indeed Darren Bravo. Bravo batted very, very similar to Brian Lara. His batting, all his mannerisms, the way he walked was all very similar to Brian Lara. And they both they both played for Trinidad only. So yeah, very similar careers. Yes, so with that, we come to the end of this very long episode and the fifth quarter final, I should say. And so at the end of this episode, let's take a look at the scores. So Yogesh started this round on 30, then he got 2 wrong questions, which was -10, -10. So he finishes on 10. But yeah, still we had 1 contestant finishing on 0, but yeah, you at least saved some points there. So Yogesh finishes on 10. Saurabh started this round on 18, played safe and finishes on 18. SS started this round on 30, then he got multiples of 1K correct, and then he got Darren Bravo correct. And with that, he finishes on 50 points and wins today's quiz. Congratulations. And then Jasdeep, who was on 20 before the final round, then he got -10, and he also finishes on 10. So, yeah, Yogesh, how was today's experience? I think it was a slightly tougher set than we usually have.
Yeah, it's good. Usually
any questions that you think you could have cracked?
I mean, the one which I felt, I mean, it was lucky for SS for that bus driver.
Yeah,
That was a,
exactly.
Oh,
yeah, that was a good
I
thing
thought
to
that was
connect.
one of the most difficult questions, but yeah, it got
No,
answered in 10 seconds.
the timelines actually were pretty obvious. I mean, and
Yeah.
he played well by taking a risky double. I think that actually gave a good lead for him. And apart from that, there were some questions like that calendar year. I think I should not have pressed the buzzer. I was in a hurry actually. I didn't read that pretty much. Yeah. Mm,
Fine, no
yeah.
worries. But yeah, thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure to have you, a thinker like you, in the setup.
Yeah.
And I must mention here, since Yogesh is here, that the buzzer round was an idea that he gave to me before I started this season. So all the changes that came to this quiz were thanks to Yogesh. So thank you a lot for making this format so much exciting. Yeah. We'll move on to Jasdeep. Jasdeep, how is it for you? A tough first round, but second round you were really on the button, but then in the buzzer round you could not catch up. How was the quiz for you overall?
It was good. Really enjoyed first time, and then gives you a lot of feels make you feel a lot of difference, right? While you're seeing, you can answer it very with the
Yeah.
entire freedom of the world, and then when you are at the spot, it takes some while. So yeah, maybe I wouldn't say a difficult debut. A pitch was slightly seeming around, but yeah, maybe looking forward to a next one.
Nicely put, nicely put. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next season. And thank you for participating. Saurabh, how was your experience?
Yeah, experience was quite good. Questions were sometimes easy, sometimes a bit tricky as well. But the sentence framing, I must say, was itself hint given. So you could actually guess the answer from the hints given. Even if the question is tougher, you could actually guess, even if not
Yeah.
guess the correct answer. Try get closer to the answer. So questions were quite brilliant, and I must say that you have researched so much that the questions are from the period 1960s till, let's say, 2019, 2020, or the current era as well.
Yeah,
So
you
you
can't get
must have.
these questions
Yeah,
anywhere in the Google.
yeah, exactly. So this is quite admirable as well. So well done, Omkar. Experience was quite well.
Thank you, Saurabh, for being a part of this, and make sure that you share this video with your community. Hopefully,
Sure,
we'll
yes,
grow
yes.
bigger in the coming day.
Yeah,
Yes, and now
sure.
coming back to SS Saurabh Singh. He watched our quiz. He caught up with the premier in the last quiz, I remember, and he was giving answers one after the other. And today you have won the next episode. So how does it feel?
Yeah, it feels really good. I think the questions were very good. I got lucky on the bus question because I took a punt because I thought that if I don't put a risky double, I would not win the quiz. I will not qualify for the next round. And luckily, the timeline on that question, I felt that I could crack it. But really good questions. Uh, Frankly, I think only couple of questions one knew before, like for the other contestants as well. So the level of questions was amazing, and I really look forward to the semifinals.
Yeah, this was fun. And thank you all for joining in, and thank you all for watching. Bye for now.